Hi everyone, welcome to Data Engineers Academy. In this video, I am going to demonstrate my Customer 360 data engineering project. In this project, I have integrated customer information from multiple sources and built an end-to-end data pipeline using Google Cloud Storage and Snowflake. I also use the bronze, silver, and gold layers using medallion architecture. I am using Google Cloud Storage as the cloud storage layer. Google Cloud Storage acts as the landing area for the source data. The source files are maintained here before they are processed and loaded into Snowflake. This provides a scalable and centralized location for storing the incoming data. Upload files contain information related to customers, sales, support, and transactions. Now, I am going to create the bucket after opening the Google Cloud Storage. Go to the search bar and search buckets. It will show some buckets which are already existed. Now I am creating a new bucket, naming the bucket with tortoise5_bucket. The bucket is creating. When we open the R bucket, we can upload the text files and CSV files. If you upload the text files, then you have to change the text files into CSV in Snowflake. After the bucket creation, you will see some options like Create Folder, Upload. Click on the Upload, you will see options Upload Files, Upload Folder, select the upload file and upload required files. Now I am uploading the CRM_customer files, sales file, support file and transaction file. Open the required folder and select CRM_customers file. Click Open and Upload. We can select multiple files to upload. Now I am uploading sales, support and transaction files. Once files are uploaded, you will see message as files are successfully created. Refresh the page, you will see the uploaded files. Here we can see that how database, schema, staging, external stage are connected. Now I am moving into Snowflake. The first step is to create the required database for the project. Before creating the required database, we can create the warehouse. I am creating warehouse name Customer 360_WH of size X small. I created a Customer 360_DB database for the Customer 360 implementation. Creating a separate database helps organize the complete project and keeps the Customer 360 objects isolated from other workloads. Once the database is created, I can start creating the schemas required for the pipeline. Inside the Customer 360 database, I created schemas according to the medallion architecture. The main layers are bronze, silver, and gold. The bronze layer is responsible for raw data. The silver layer contains cleaned and transformed data, and the gold layer contains business-ready data. This separation makes the pipeline easier to manage, maintain, and understand. Now we move to the bronze layer. The bronze layer is the raw data layer of the medallion architecture. Here, I create the bronze tables for the different source systems. We have tables for CRM customers, sales, support, and transactions. The source data is loaded into these bronze tables with minimal transformation. The main purpose of bronze is to preserve the raw source information. This layer gives us traceability because we can always go back and verify the original data that entered the pipeline. Next, we create the Snowflake integration. When we create the integration, we need mention the database and create a separate schema. For integration here, I use the stage schema. The integration is used to establish the connection between Snowflake and the external cloud storage environment. The integration is an important part of connecting the cloud storage layer with the Snowflake data platform. When we create the integration, we need to mention the Google Cloud Storage path. The path will present in our bucket. When we open the R bucket, you will see copy path. Paste the copy path in the Snowflake to create integration. GCS allows Snowflake to securely access the files stored in the cloud bucket. Click on the ID of storage_GCP_service_account, copy that and save. Now we have to grant the permissions in Google Cloud Storage. Open the Google Cloud Storage, open your bucket. After opening bucket, you will see permission. Click on the permission. After clicking the permission, scroll down. Wait for some time for loading. It takes some time. There you will see the grant access. Click on the grant access. You will see the principal, paste the storage GCP service account, which is copied from integration before in Snowflake. After pasting the ID in principal box below there you will see a box of select role. Open and click there you will see option select cloud storage. In cloud storage, select the storage object viewer now, save the principal and role. After saving, you will see the message of permission granted. As I already given the permission, it's showing no changes which is already existed. After creating the integration, I configured the external stage. The external stage provides Snowflake with a reference to the files stored in Google Cloud Storage. Instead of manually moving every file into Snowflake, the stage allows Snowflake to access the files directly from the external storage location. This becomes the connection point between Google Cloud Storage and the Snowflake ingestion process. Next, I am demonstrating the external table configuration. An external table allows us to query data that is stored outside Snowflake. This is useful when we want to access external data without necessarily loading all of it into Snowflake tables first. As you see here, I loaded the tables from external storage, which is GCS. Now let's copy the CSV files into Bronze schema. I am copying the files from external stage to Bronze schema, which first layer medallion architecture. As you see in customer table, 10 records are loaded and check whether the records from file are loaded or not using select statement. As we see here, all the records loaded without any error. Now let's load the other tables. Copy the records of sales from the external table. As you see in sales table, 15 records are loaded and check whether the records from file are loaded or not using select, but here I am using the select count statement to check the number of records in sales table. As we see here, all the 15 records loaded without any error. As we see in support table, loaded records are 12. And if you want, you can also check the table details using select statement. Last table is transaction table. We have to load records from external stage of GCS, like as we did for before tables. So for transaction table, loaded records are 18. If you want, you can also check the table details using select statement. Union all is used when we need to combine rows from multiple queries that have compatible structures. I am using this to combine all the tables. As we see, we combined all the tables in customers table 10, in sales table 15, in support table 12, and in transaction table 18 records. It also preserves duplicate rows, which can be important when we want to retain all source records. The loading the records from external stage is completed. We move to the silver layer. The silver layer is responsible for cleaning and transforming the raw data. Here, I perform the creation of tables, cleansing, transformations, and prepare the datasets for further integration. Data can be standardized, unwanted spaces can be removed, values can be transformed, and the structure can be prepared for business processing. The silver layer therefore acts as the cleaned and refined version of the bronze data. As you see, I created the customer table, sales table, support table, and transaction table in silver layer. All the tables were successfully created. Next, we move to the gold layer. In this gold layer, the data from the different business domains is combined to create the Customer 360 output. It provides data that can directly be used for reporting, analytics, dashboards, and business decisions. Different datasets are connected using a common customer identifier, such as the customer ID. The CRM table provides customer details, while the sales table provides purchase information. By joining these tables using customer ID, we can combine customer information with their sales activity. The same approach can be used to connect support and transaction information. This is how multiple business systems can be brought together into one customer-level view. I also performed other operations such as select, order by limit 10 customers, select where to sort out the customers of open tickets. As we see here, statements are successfully created. When we executed the where statement of open_tickets, it showed the customer's details who has the open tickets. Here we can see customers of C00, 3C00, 7C00, 4C00, 2C009 had the open tickets. Now I am executing the order by total transaction amount of limit 10. Here we see it produced the 10 customers with their full name and the total transaction amount. Now I am going to check the gold layer, that how many customers are present in the gold layer, which we are going to use for analytics purpose. As we see the results, it produced all the records of customer. In this table, we combine the all details of customer with stored partially information in 4 tables of CRM table, sales table, support table, and transaction table. We combined 4 tables using union and joins. To combine these tables, at least one column has be same whether it is a account ID, phone number, or email. In this table, we see customer ID, first name, last name, full name, phone number, city, state, country, customer created date, and other details. Instead of uploading the files manually, I created the task which it automatically upload files from bronze, also called raw layer, to silver and gold layer. Every day at 2 a.m. the files are automatically uploaded. For each table, we created separate tables for CRM, sales, support, and transaction. To combine all, another one table is created in gold layer. We completed the medallion architecture of customer 360. Let's make a dashboard to understand the data more clearly. Now open the Streamlit app in Snowflake. Here we created the dashboard for customer 360. As we see, we have 10 customers. Total sales are 78,600. Total orders are 15. Support tickets are 12. Open tickets are 5. And the transactions are 5. We have customer table which contain all the details of customers. In this table, all 10 customers are present. Each customer details are stored separately. As you see, graph presented to show the customer sales. Here the some customers have high, low, medium sales, and support tickets graph. If we can get the customer details by search the customer ID. Here I am searching the customer of C002. Here it's showing the details of customer C002 clearly. It's showing the details of personal information and customer activity. We can also download. Through this project, I conclude that concepts such as Snowflake databases, schemas, cloud integration, external stages, external tables, medallion architecture, joins, union all, views, and SQL transformations. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more data engineering projects, tutorials, and real-world use cases from Data Engineers Academy.